Hello everyone, my name is Adesua. I'm the creative director of Map Apparel and you all are welcome to the channel. Please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so by hitting the subscription button down below. And besides the subscription button, you're gonna see a notification bell. Please kindly click on it so I get notified each time I make any sewing tutorials. Okay, so today I'm going to teach you how to draft a basic pants trouser. Okay, trust me, this is going to be the most detailed pants trouser you have ever watched on YouTube. Okay, so before we go to the drafting in full, I will show you how to calculate your crotch length. So let me quickly take you through the measurement that we'll be using for our pants trouser. The length of our pants trouser is 42 with the folding of the down inclusive. Okay, that makes it 42. Then my waist to knee is 20. My round knee measurement is 16. My lap is 22. My round ankle is 12 inches. My waist is 29. Then my hip is 35. Now let's calculate how to get your crotch length. Okay, because that's the most problem people have when drafting trouser. So if you are making a normal trouser that is going to sit on your waist, not an high waist trouser, you're going to divide your hip measurement by 4 inches. Okay, that means the trousers that is going to sit, let's take the camera closer, a trouser that is going to sit on this very part of your waist. Okay, not a trouser that will go up like this high waist I'm wearing. This trouser we are making now is going to sit on this lower part of my waist. Okay, so I am going to divide my measurement by 4 inches. But if I was to make an high waist trouser that is going to go above my navel, that's going to sit here on my navel, I will divide my hip measurement by 3 inches, not 4. Okay, so with that being said, let's go to our calculation. So hip 35, I've done the calculation here. Hip 35 divided by 4 is equals to 8.75. So 8.75, I will place it on my pattern. So on my pattern, I just came down from the up by 1 inches. Then at the margin side, I came in by 1 inches, because some paper they come in a curvy way. So to avoid your trouser from being curvy, one side is straight, one side is not straight, just roll out 1 inch so you know that that place is straight. So this I did here, it's not important. Okay, so if your pattern paper is straight, you can just go ahead and continue with your measurement. So I'm going to place the 8.75 that I got from dividing my hip measurement by 4, both on my length side of my pattern paper and on the width side of my pattern paper. So I will do that now. 8.75. Then on my width, I'll go 8.75. So I'll make it straight through now. Please use a pencil when you are drafting on your pattern so that when you make any mistake, you can easily wipe off with an eraser. So this box here is your crotch length. Okay, so to get your hip line length, all you have to do, if you forgot to take the hip line length on your client's body, if the person is a slim size, just go up by 2 inches from your crotch length, the mark. If the person is a plus size, just go up by 2.5. But I took my client's measurements and it's 7 inches. Okay, so I'll just mark 7 inches. Even if you still go up by 2 inches, it's still going to fall on that 7 inches. Let me show you. So I'll just go up with my 2 inches. 2 inches, then make a straight line like so. So this becomes my hip line measurement. Let me show you. You can see exactly 7. Okay, so next I want to do now is to put down my waist measurement. My waist measurement is 29. 29 divided by 4 will give me 7¼ plus 1 inch for that intake will give me 8.25. So I'll mark my 8.25 like so. Then come with my ruler. From my hip line now, I'll connect it to the 8.25 mark I made. Okay, hope you are seeing this. The next I want to do now is to divide this waistline into 2 so that I can put down my dart line there. So I'll divide it like so. Then my dart length is 4.5 inch. I'll take that like so, then make a straight line. Let me check here so I'll be sure. I have 4 inches here, inches here, inches here, 4 inch here. So I'll connect from here to here. I'll connect my 4 inches mark. The next I want to do, let me just wipe this off. Next I want to do is to go in with my dart, which is 1/2 inch on both sides, 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch here. Then I'll connect it to the dart leg like so. From here to here. So we are almost through with this upper part. Next we have to do is to come back to this our crotch length line to get our crotch extension. The curvy part, that curvy part of a trouser is called crotch extension. So to do that, what we do is divide your hip measurement by 20. So my hip 35 divided by 20. This is for, let me make it visible. 35 divided by 20. This is for your crotch extension, which will give me 1.75. okay, so because 1.75 on my tape, there is not much difference. I will just round it up to 2 inches. Okay, this is 1.75 here, and the next bar is 2 inches. So the difference is not much, it's just it's very small. You can see it within here. So I'll just round it up to 2 inches. So I'll come to this crotch line part and mark my 2 inches out like so. Okay, then I'll extend this crotch extension to meet the 2 inches mark like so. So next you want to do, you come to your hip line and measure 0.25 like so. This serves as a guide to where your curve will end. Okay, so what you want to do next is to grab your French curve. Make sure it's touching this 0.25 mark that you made. You can see how I'm trying to direct it. You can see, make sure it touches this mark here and the 2 inches mark here. Then you make your curve like so. This is the perfect way of getting your crotch extension. Once you use this method, you have no problem with your trousers squeezing or you don't have any fitting. This is the perfect way of drafting your trouser. Okay, so next thing I want to do now is to go to the waistline, then come down by half an inch here. Come down by half an inch. Then on this side of the pants trouser, you go up by the half inch. You know, you came down by half inch here as the crotch line side. Then at the seam line side, you go up by same half inch. This half inch you came down from helps to eliminate all those smile lines. You know, sometimes when you finish making trouser, you find this squeezing together like so. So by removing this half inch here and coming up by half inch at the side of the trouser helps to eliminate those lines that you'll be getting. Sometimes it will look as if there is pock, or I would like, you guys shall know, you guys are designers, so there's no need for me to stress that place much. Some people even come down by 1 inch, but when you come down with 1 inch, it will start showing the curve of your down part, the VV. Okay, I don't want to say it. You guys know it. So you connect it to this your first dart leg like so. Okay, from here to here like so. Then extend this up to the half inch and connect it to the second dart again. So next you want to do is to measure your crease line. All right, or it's also known as gator. Anyone, the popular name is gator. So to gator line. Okay, so to know that, to find that line, all you have to do is place your tape from your crotch extension line to the side of your trouser, then divide it into 2 like so, then make a mark. Okay, once you get this line, this will help your trouser from not, you know, there are some people after sewing trouser, you find the back coming to the front. It does not just take at the side. Okay, so when you do this, when you go through this method the way I'm teaching you right now, you find that your seam line is aligning together. So after doing that, you measure what you have from here to here. I have 5.5, so I'll measure that 5.5 down to the length of my trouser. Okay, 5.5, 5.5. Sorry, we haven't taken the length of our trouser, so I'll just take the length of our trouser now, which is 42. Okay, sorry, I was supposed to do this first, but I forgot. So the length of my trouser, both the folding of the down inclusive, is 42. So I'll go to the first line that we drafted. I'll mark out our 42 inches like so. Sorry, I was supposed to take the length of this trouser before any other thing. Well, nothing spoil, as our country people will say in Nigeria. Nothing spoil. Then next I'm going to do now is to take my knee length measurement. Mine is 20 inches. So I'll mark my 20 inches like so. Then I'll make a straight line. Okay, so let me give you another tip. In case you forgot to take your client's knee length measurement, all you have to do is from your crotch line, from this crotch line, you measure what you have to the full length, divide it into 2. Okay, when you divide it into 2, make a mark like so. Then you come up by 2 inches. Okay, by 2 inches or 1.5, it will still fall on your client's knee length measurement, right? So now we have taken our knee length measurement and our full length measurement. Let's go back to our crotch, our gaiter line, okay, our crease line. So I told you earlier we have 5.5 here. So the 5.5, you take it down to your full length measurement. 5.5 like so. 5.5, 5.5, 5.5. Then you make a straight line. Make a straight line like so. I hope this line is visible. Is the line visible? Okay. I'm using a pencil in case I just make a mistake. I can just easily wipe it off. So you can see our trouser is coming out. So what you want to do now is to put down your round knee measurement. My round knee measurement, I told you earlier, is 16. Now, this 16, you are not going to just come here on your, what is it called, on your trouser part and just put down 16. No, you can see it's not going to work. What you do is to divide your 16 into 2. 16 divided by 2 will give you 8. Now that 8, you are not still going to place it like so on your pants trouser pattern. What you do, you divide the 8 again into 2, which will give you 4 inches here and 4 inches here. Okay, this will give you a perfect fit. So what you do is to place the 4 inches you have here, place it at the crotch side, then come here and also place the same 4 inches here. Trust me, when you make your trouser, everything is going to fall in place. Then on the ankle line, my ankle line is my round ankle is 12 inches. So you also divide your 12 inches by 2, which will give you 6 inches. You go ahead to divide that same 6 inches into 2, which will give you 3 inches here and 3 inches here. So you mark your 3 inches on both sides. 3 inches here and 3 inches here. So what you do now, from your crotch extension, place your ruler and connect to the 4 inches you made on both sides, like so. Just follow what I'm doing. You will get it, okay? There's no need for me to overemphasize it. I trust this video is well explained, okay? So from your crotch line here now, you place your ruler also from there and connect it. You know, you also came out by 4 inches here, so you connect it like so, okay? Are you seeing our trouser is coming out beautifully well? Then on your, what is it called, the round ankle, you also place your ruler and connect. Come this way, do the same thing. Make your connections. So you can see, isn't this beautiful, dear soulmates? We are done with the front part of our trouser. Please note, if you are curvy, use your French curve for this place, okay? But me, I love to use straight ruler, because when you are also going shaping your trouser, you are going to just still, it doesn't mean that somebody is curvy, you are going to now sew like that. There are techniques you use when shaping your garment. So we are done with the front of this trouser. I'll cut it out right now and show you guys. Here's my other. Okay, dear soulmates, I finished cutting out the front pattern. This is it. So what I'll do next is to slash my hip line of my front pattern. Are you seeing it? This hip line, you slash it open from your crotch side, okay? Over. So you slash open your hip line. Just look at what I'm doing. You will not cut it all through, okay? Just cut it a little. Please note the hip line, not the crotch side where you marked your 7 inches. That is where you will slash open. So you slash it open and spread it by 1.5, okay? Okay, remember we are trying to draft the back. We'll open it up by 1.5 inches, like so, okay? Are you seeing it? By 1.5. This is for a medium size. Please, if you are of a plus size, open it, spread it by 2 inches, okay? You spread it out by 2 inches. But because I'm of a medium size, small size, I'll spread it open by 1.5. You can see we have 1.5. So I will tape it down with my tape, like so. Okay, Okay, so after I taped it down, then what you want to do next is to mark in on the front pattern. Go in by 1/2 inch on the crotch line side, like so, 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch here, on the crease line too. Sorry, the knee line, 1/2 inch, going by 1/2 inch on the front pattern. Okay, go in by 1/2 inch, repeat the same thing, 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch here. Okay, then on the waistline too, you go in on the waistline, go in by 1/2 inch, like so, 1/2 inch, like so. You can extend your markings. Okay, I've placed another pattern paper for the bag at the under. Okay, that's what I slashed from, so you don't get confused. I'm just going to extend this knee line too. Extend here, like so. Also the waistline, extend it, the hip line, like so. So what you want to do next is to from this front pattern now, you know we went in by 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch here. So from the 1/2 inch you came in on your trouser, you place your tape and measure what you have from here to here. From this 1/2 inch you have on this side plus the 1/2 inch you have on this side, you measure from what you have from here to here. Mine is 10 inches. So, and this, the place for the crotch line is where I want to place my thigh measurement, or lap, any of the name you know it as, the lap measurement. My lap measurement is 22. So I have 10 here. From here to here is 10. So I will flip my tape over like this. Flip it out. I will rotate it. Then mark my 22 here, which is the lap measurement. Let me do it again one more time. From here to here, you know we came in by 1/2 inch here, we came in by 1/2 inch here. So I will place my tape towards the inseam line. This is the inseam line, this is the outer seam line, where the crotch, where the curve is. Okay, so I'll place my tape like so. I have 10 inch from this place to the other 1/2 inch I marked. Then I will flip this my tape to the outer seam line. The 10 inches I have, I'll flip it out to this side like so. Then I will mark my lap measurement, or any name you know it, whether it's lap or it's thigh measurement. Mine is 22. I will mark the 22 inches here. You can see like so, 22. All right, then I will go to my round knee measurement and repeat the same process. Okay, remember we went in by 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch here. All right, so what I have here, sorry, remember I went in by 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch here. What I have here is 7 inches. It's 7 inches. Then I will flip it again, rotate my tape to the outer seam. Then mark my 16 inches here like so. Are you seeing it? You see what I did here? I'll mark it. All your allowance, your markings is going towards the inseam, not the outer seam. Okay, then on the round ankle, remember I also came in by half inch here. I'll measure what I have from here to here. Mine is 5 inches. I will rotate it also and mark my 12 inches outside like this. Are you seeing this? So I will now connect all my lines from my round ankle to my round knee, like so. Then from my round knee to my crotch line, I'll connect. I'll connect it like so. So for the hip line part, what you have to do is to divide your hip measurement into 2, your waist measurement into 2. Okay, my hip measurement is 35. 35 divided by 2 will give me 17.5. okay, so I'll, on the half inch, you know I marked half inch here too. I came in by half inch here too, and I came in also by half inch here too. So on my half inch mark, I will still measure what I have like so. You know what we are looking for is 17.5. I will flip my tape over like so, then mark my 17.5 here. This is where my 17.5 is. Okay, so what I'll do next is to connect, bring my cord, connect from here to here now, from my crotch extension. So I'll connect it like so. So my waist measurement is 29. 29 divided by 2 plus 1 inch for the back dart intake is 15.5. okay, when you divide 29 by 2 give you 14.5 plus 1, that is 15.5. so this is 7¼ I'll flip my tape over like so and mark my 15.5 inch mark, 15.5 inch there. So I'll just come in with my ruler now and connect it to, and connect from my hip line you can see. Just blend, then blend in your lines to avoid any sharp points like so. You can see the back of our trouser is ready. So the last thing we want to do now is to put down our darts for the back. So we divide it like so, what you have into 2. You see, make a mark, this for the back, then the length of it will be 5 inch. then make a straight line. Like so. Let me use my tracing wheel so that when I finally remove the front pattern, it will show at the back that will show. So I'll go with my tracing wheel and trace down this 5 inches mark. This for the back dart. Okay, then I'll go in 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch here, and 1/2 inch here. You can see I'll connect from here to here. Like so. Connect from here to here, like so. So I'll just go in with my tracing wheel so that if by the time I remove the front pattern, it will show at the back. So you see, we are done. Then what we'll do next is to cut it out. Okay, let me remove the front pattern now. Before we cut it out, we'll cut it out. So next we want to do is to cut it out. So after tracing your back dart, before you remove your tape, you cut out your trouser like so. Okay, so we have done that. I remember something. Remember where we came in at the center front by 1/2 inch and went down. So at the back of your trouser, you come up by 1/2 inch from your crotch extension. Okay, you connect it, your crotch extension side, then connect it back to your dart line. Like so. You understand? At this for the back, the crotch line side, you know, for the front, in the crotch length crotch side, we went down by 1/2 inch. Then for the back, the crotch side too, you go up instead of coming down by your 1/2 inch. That is for people like, as in, the reason why you're coming up by this 1/2 inch is for the trouser to cover up your bum bum. Okay, not when you sit down, your back will start showing. Okay, so that is the reason why you come up at the crotch line, the inseam side of your trouser. You come up by 1/2 inch. Please don't forget, I just remembered it now. That is why I stopped to show you. All right, so you connect it to your back dart leg. All right, so you cut. sleeve. Okay, so I'll remove my tape now and now separate the front and back pattern. Please be careful when separating them. So I'll just return this back to its normal position. So I'll now bring out that I traced before. You can see it. Tracing wheel, because I use the tracing wheel, the lines shown here, so I'll just take it out like so. Okay, so you can see you have your trouser. This is the back pattern. This is the back. While this is the front. So when you are transferring to your fabric, you can add ½ inch on each side, ½ inch, ½ inch, ½ inch, ½ inch, because there is much ease on this trouser. Okay, so just add ½ inch, or to be on the safer side, since if you are trying this method for the first time, you can just add 1 inch, but trust me, there is a lot of allowance on this pattern. Look at it, my lap is 22. You have 22 here, exactly 22. That's what you have there. Look at the back, 20. We have 22, and we have extra 1.5 inches allowance. So all you just do is just add ½ inch on this pattern, or if you wish, you can also add 1 inch. So don't let it be more than 1 inch, so that at the sides, okay, but at the inseam you add ½ inch, while at the side you add 1 inch when you are transferring to your fabric. So on our next class, lest I forget, I'll be showing you how to draft your flap, your pockets, and what else, your waistband from your pattern that you have drafted. Okay, so till I see you again, I love you all. Please subscribe. Bye.